Welcome to question 13 in our series of questions coming out of the book of Revelation. Today, the question is, what is the great multitude that no one can count that is mentioned in Revelation chapter 7? So let me just step back and set the scene. We've just come through this account of the tribes of Israel, the 144,000, which no doubt is a symbolic number full of meaning and sort of divine symmetry and sort of covenant echo there. But right after that comes this verse, Revelation 7:9. After this I looked, and there was a vast multitude from every nation, tribe, people, and language, which no one could number, standing before the throne and before the Lamb. They were robed in white with the palm branches in their hands. So, look, this is stunning and it's overwhelming. And if you've ever wondered if you're going to make it, or if the faith is going to make it, if your faith is part of something bigger, this obviously speaks to all of that. This passage is for you, but it raises the question: who exactly are we talking about here? What's going on? How are we to understand this? Well, let me just note a few things here to just note by way of background. The number's too big to count. So this isn't just a big packed stadium or a church directory. It's sort of beyond census. It's this sweeping, uncontainable crowd, the size of which only God could gather. And there's good news there. I mean, you might have occasionally wondered, are we trending up? It can feel like the news is bad. It can feel like, the church is getting smaller, church is losing ground. So the book of Revelation, the apocalypse, the unveiling, the revealing, you pull back the curtain and you see that, in fact, no, God is going to win, and the end game is big, millions or billions of people that are worshiping God. It's worth noting that this crowd is radically diverse, and Jesus is pretty meticulous in his language here. He says, every nation, every tribe, every people, every language. So that's not accidental language, that's very intentional. So the gospel is not a tribal religion. It's not good news for one person. From Genesis 12 on, there's a sense in which it has been expanding, and God's plan has been global. And we need to let that shape us. Heaven will not be heaven will not be a group of people that are sorted by nationality or denomination or worship style. I mean, it's one big people, one voice. As John Stott noted some time ago, he said, we must be global Christians with a global vision because our God is a global God. And then third, I think there's a unity here, a unity in worship. It says they're crying out in a loud voice, and it's not plural, not voices. There's a unity there. It's one voice, singular, unified, every culture, every dialect, every story. Salvation belongs to our God, to the Lamb. There's a unified energy here, and you get the impression it's not tame and polite worship, but big resurrection-sized energy there. So, with that as background, who are these people? Who exactly is here? So some scholars say that this refers to the martyrs, those who have suffered. In particular, the word martyr is now associated, the term technically means those who have testified, but the term pretty quickly became to those that testified and lost their life because of their testimony, so those who have been martyred for the faith. Maybe. Others say that it's the global church, those who have endured suffering through persecution or hardship or trial, history's dark moments, and have come out faithfully clinging to Christ. Okay, could be both. It's actually not clear. There's a lot in the book of Revelation that's not particularly clear. We see that this group is coming out of the Great Tribulation. So some would say that's a very specific time of persecution. Others would say, life on this planet since Genesis 3 and the brokenness we have problems. In this world, you will have trouble, Jesus says. And so they say it's everybody. So I don't know, but here's the point. We should take some energy here. These people they have come through the difficulties. And I'm saying that to somebody today. Right, this ends well. So these people have come through the difficulties, come through the suffering, and they are now with each other, and they are more importantly with the Lamb. So this should give you hope. We have hope to understand the big picture that John is giving us here, that Jesus is revealing to John, and John is passing on to us. We should be people of hope. Right? This ends well. And so that needs to shape us. And if you think your voice is too small or the church is too anemic, look at this picture of this big celebration that's coming and live in light of that. And it also should maybe give us a sense of urgency, because there's almost the implication that some in this crowd haven't been reached yet, haven't been cared for yet, haven't been shared with yet, haven't been prayed for. And so there's a sense in which Revelation 7 is not just a celebration looking forward, but it's a commissioning to us. We have work to do. So I want to encourage you again to live in light of ultimate eternity and reality, and this celebration, and to live into the confidence in God that He is going to fulfill His promises. So keep being faithful, keep praying, keep singing, keep inviting, keep watching for the glimpses of what is ultimately going to be true. The kingdom is advancing. The Lamb is worthy. Have a good day.